Davos is awash with those challenges already. We've discussed a lot already on the show, but specifically, as far as you can see, sir, what are the biggest headwinds ahead?
The biggest headwind is the inflation. We're seeing the geopolitics, what's happening. We're seeing the disruption in the supply chain. Of course, Malaysia and China. China is our biggest trading partner, and we've seen the effects of the lockdown. There still continue to be very stringent measures against COVID-19 there in China, and that has an impact to Malaysia. And finally, I think for Malaysia as well, we are facing various challenges within the region when we talk about commodity prices, food prices, but Malaysia is also blessed that we are a net exporter of commodities, which will then enable us to cushion some of those impacts. We have increased the subsidies for petrol, increased the subsidies for some of the food commodity essentials. So that has helped. So inflation remained quite low for Malaysia. Inflation in Malaysia last month recorded 2.2%. So that's still good. And our monetary policy continues to be accommodative, right? We increased rates recently, but nowhere near where it was before COVID.
Some of the detractors of subsidies say they are one of the greatest evils, actually, and actually we shouldn't have subsidies. What we should have is that money being used from government coffers to actually reinvigorate the renewable programme, to invest in more renewables rather than subsidising hydrocarbons. How do you meet those criticisms, sir?
Yeah. Well, that's fair, the criticism, but what we need to focus on is to be more targeted in our subsidies. I don't think we can have a subsidy that's meant for all.
Yeah.
For the vulnerable group, I think they still need a soft landing. It will take time. So that subsidies that we are planning to continue is mainly for those vulnerable groups, especially those who can't afford to pay for the price. It's gone up so much, as you know, in such a short period of time.
Yeah, I mean, the volatility in a lot of these commodities, I mean, whether it's palm oil, whether it's rubber, whether it's tin, whether it's petrochemical products, your country knows this full well as well. It's inflating government coffers at the same time as creating domestic challenges as well. This is a very difficult conundrum for, as you say, a net exporter.
Correct. It is very difficult. So net, it is neutral for us because when you look at the commodity prices, Malaysia obviously benefit from it, but it's at a cost where we want to control inflation, we want to continue the economy to continue to grow, and as such we will continue our fiscal expansionary policy with those extra revenue that we receive, but more importantly to also cushion the impact to the vulnerable groups here in Malaysia.